Connection goes. Welcome to all our viewers watching this live stream with the Let's Talk show with Gavin and Charlene. Today we're coming to you live from the French Huguenot Monument, which is situated in a beautiful Franschhoek. And Charlene's going to take us a little walk around of the monument. As you can see, she's already on site there. And I hope you folks enjoy this quick little walkthrough of the beautiful French Huguenot Monument. All right, and there she is, Charlene Thompson in the front there. Good morning, Charlene. How are you?
Hello, Gavin, and hello to all the viewers that's tuned in to follow us around Franschhoek again. Our journey continues. And on this beautiful Monday morning in the wonderful Boland, Western Cape, South Africa, I'm so excited that we are back in Franschhoek, Gavin.
Yeah, me too. It's an absolutely gorgeous day here in this part of the world. I think we're predicting about 27 to 30 degrees Celsius here out in the wine country. And as you can see behind Charlene, they're absolutely beautiful blue skies. And this is what winters look like for our international viewers tuning in. This is what winters look like. Charlene's giving us a nice little 360 there of how beautiful it is. I mean, it's absolutely no wind, absolutely gorgeous. So, Charlene, so what you're going to do is you're going to have a little walk around here of the monument and show us some of the beautiful rooms that you have to share with the viewers. And folks, just basically give you an idea of what we're going to be doing. So this monument we're going to be walking through here today basically depicts the French Huguenots that had to flee France and southern Netherlands to avoid persecution. All right, so because they were Protestants. So Charlene's going to give us a little walkthrough, and it's going to show you all the history dating right back to the beginning, how the Huguenots arrived here in Franschhoek, shows you a little bit about what their furniture looked like, and just really go through it in detail, even the clothing that they were wearing during those days. So, all right, Charlene, off to you.
Absolutely. Thanks, Gavin. Yes, as you say, it's a fabulous, beautiful day. It's rather hot. I think I'm a little bit warmly dressed, but as the day carries on, I think we will have some refreshments, and we will keep those refreshments for the viewers to explore with us later on. Okay.
There we go.
As I've entered into the first part of the tour that one does, I'm now telling us all about who were the Huguenots. So when you get in here, that is the first thing that you will experience. It will tell you who they were. And then it carries on a little bit down. The next one is the French Wars of Religion. So this tells us all about the wars of religion. The rest, they also have it in Afrikaans, French, and in an African language, which looks like Xhosa, isiXhosa to me. As we carry on further down the hallway, then we are going to the beginning of the Reformation and the persecution of the Protestants. So everything about Martin Luther that started the Protestant Reformation in Europe, 1517, and it takes you further down, John Calvin, where he publishes his Institutio Christiana Religionis. Oh, that's a mouthful, Gavin.
That's a mouthful, definitely. So basically that first room then, Charlene, as visitors then enter, what they can expect as you start off on the left wall as you enter, it's basically just a timeline of where it all started. Is that correct?
That's absolutely right. So you can get the timeline, as you say, about here's the persecution of the Protestants. It shows you 1546, where Henry II becomes king of France. And it carries down, some really scary hanging happening here. All the religious wars that have caused blood to be shed for centuries arise from the passionate feelings and more information that is written on the wall.
And then that basically, you start off on the left wall and then you loop around to the right, and it all continues then until you go into your next room, which I believe is the flight room, correct?
That's correct, yeah. So yes, the Huguenots in the wilderness, how they survived and lived, and then the ground refuge, more than 160,000 French Protestants that fled their homeland. So then I'm going into, like you say, the next room, have a look at all of this history.
And basically,
There's
so for those folks looking at the flight room, yeah, so that's basically, Charlene, from my understanding, is how people, all the areas in the world where they flee from and all of that, correct? Those are the countries where people, the Huguenots left from, right?
That's right. Here you can see all the changing names, where, for example, the Davids became the Whites. So many names. I'm not even going to try and pronounce them. The Fuchs became the Foxes and the Deportes. Yeah, so this is this is a lot of
So,
history. And
Charlene, just to go back to that wall there with the names, if you can just maybe go back to that, just focus the camera on that. I just want to sort of highlight to viewers what's actually on that wall. Actually, the other one with the names, if you just go a little bit around still, where it shows the ships that they arrived on, correct?
okay, there we go.
Around. Yes, that wall. So
Yeah.
basically, for our viewers, that just shows you it's the name of the Huguenot, and then it shows you the ship that it arrived on. What other information do you have on that wall there?
The occupation. So, for example, Albert Suzanne, the ship was the Zuid-Beveland. They died at sea. Oh, shucks. Sorry, they never arrived.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
they came from Calais, which is in France, so they never settled. Okay, let's take something a bit more positive. It's a
Yes,
bit rough
yes,
for me on the
yes,
mind.
yes.
That
Yeah,
is
of
more
course,
than,
a lot of people lost their lives at sea.
yeah.
Of course, we don't have the technology that we have today on board ships and that. And yeah, it was quite a crazy time, especially coming around this part of the world with the oceans that are very rough. You know, they don't call it the Cape of Storms for no reason. So a lot of the Huguenots actually did not make it.
Now, let's have a look at some of the occupations. Farmers, sergeants, blacksmiths, sick comforter and teachers, food repairmen, bakers, blacksmiths,
Wow.
sailors,
So that
soldiers,
is
wine
truly
growers, carpenters,
very
farming,
detailed. Yeah. So
very
wow, that's amazing.
surgeons.
Yeah, amazing,
Yeah, so this,
amazing.
this basically
All
then
right.
gives the name, the surname, ship, arrival, place of origin, occupation, where they settle, and
Yes.
the farm's name. So anyway, so this is like pictures, or this is actually handcrafted
Oh,
replicas of some
yes.
of
All right.
the ships that they
Fantastic.
came
So,
across.
and then I think then from there, as you then continue into, then the next you'll have the sacred text room, correct? And I believe this is where
Yes,
you have all the old Bibles and all of that, and sort of just sort of the religion. It focuses a little bit. That room is a little bit more on the religion as to what
absolutely.
people can expect.
These are all the Bibles, all the old sacred text.
Can you see, is there one that shows sort of the oldest Bible out of all of those there listed that they have there? What is the oldest one?
I'm looking, there's so much to read, and I want to keep up with looking and reading. You know me, I get so sidetracked, but this is so interesting.
Yeah. No,
I
that's
think the
great.
best is going to be for the viewers to make their way over here to this wonderful museum,
Yes.
and come and read up. There's just so much. There's one 1756, 1746, maybe. There's some of the viewers that know when was the first Bible printed here.
All right. Okay.
Playing in the background. It
Okay,
also
it seems like
tells
we've just lost Charlene there. Charlene, you've just lost you a little bit, but you're back on. All right.
that's good. Okay.
There we go. So Charlene is almost, and then we're going to continue on then from there, coming to the home room. All right. And of course, yes, the home room is where I'm actually standing right here. And the home room, as you can see here, I'll actually can take some of the viewers around the home room here. It's just some more history of what you have here in terms of your beautiful chairs here behind me. Just all the different depictions of the chairs going into different eras. And as you can see, just basically how the designs have changed of all these chairs, which is absolutely magnificent. And it just really goes into detail a lot here, as you can see here on your left-hand side. It literally tells you about even goes right into your dinner service. on our table here below us here, it actually gives you sort of the cutlery, the plates, and the fine detail, which is absolutely fantastic. I actually recognize some of the knives and forks here. It's actually some of that my granny actually still has and that we actually still have in our family. So this is more sort of your homestay and basically what you can expect if you have to go to and visit a French Huguenot at their actual residence, which is absolutely amazing. And then this year, what you're looking at here is where they had the first land grants. So that's basically from 1685, 1699. And this is a map here that depicts how it was all granted. All the farms were given exact lot numbers with the farmer's name and where they were from. So very, very interesting. So one thing I do like about this museum, the detail is absolutely fantastic. And all right, over to you. And then Charlene, I believe you should be in the family room now, correct?
Yeah, I'm right here in the family room where I belong on a Monday morning, obviously. The mother of many.
Excellent,
this is so
excellent.
interesting. And yes, hello Tubby, good morning. And Cheryl, thanks for following and
There we
watching
go.
us.
Yes.
Oh, look at Tubby speaking in the French. Magnifique,
Magnifique, très bien, très bien. Yes.
Oh, come on, no, I haven't got that French style to me.
Yeah,
So
I'm
maybe
still
there's some
working on my French
French
too. So Charlene, I'm
Um,
looking at in your family room there. I believe you got some beautiful. There's some dresses there, and some crochet work, and yeah, the materials looks very interesting there.
yeah, it's a lot of crochet work, as you can see, with the lace. This lace was done
Yes.
by Winifred de Villiers, which means hook, the French word crochet. It was developed the 17th century, as you can read here. As we know it, my oma had sommer gepraat van doilies.
There
You
we
remember
go.
the doilies?
Yeah. Yes, correct. Yeah, nice little Afrikaans
And,
word there for everybody.
yeah, and then here's a beautiful, can you see the crib?
Yes, I can. Yeah. Okay.
Is where the
Nice
babies would
fine
go in and
example.
rock them to sleep.
All
This
right.
cradle came from the Retief family.
All right. Okay. So
Very,
that was
very
donated to the museum. Yeah. Okay. Fantastic.
Okay, so that was the family room.
All
And
right. And I
from here,
believe we go on to the legacy room.
absolutely, the legacy room. Let's have a look what it says here. I believe I should tell you, my dear children, from whom you are descended and who are your relatives, so that the history that you write may be a sequel to mine. Oh, my word, Gavin.
Wow.
Who are your relatives, should I ask?
Oh, geez. Yeah.
I don't know
Well,
if
who
we can
knows? Well,
make
my
it.
relatives goes all the way back to Scotland and that, I believe. So we've actually had to track down our family tree there in Edinburgh. So I do not expect to see my family tree relatives here. But tell us a little bit about some of the photos that you see against the wall there. Any recognizable
Interesting.
faces?
Yeah, very interesting how they've come to the decision to put these people in this room. Next time we could get maybe a proper tour, like Charlize Theron. She's in here, and Koos Kombuis, and Yvette de Klerk, Jannie Maton, businessman, Koenie de Villiers, Roger Federer, Franscha and Mornay du Plessis.
Yeah,
And
of
then
course.
over here,
Obviously, I think some of those last names is obviously a giveaway because it's got that French connection, correct?
yeah, right, that's it. Very, very well spotted. Because here we've got the famous Peter de Villiers, the South African rugby union player and coach, and he falls with the de Villiers family here formed at Boschendal name, the de Villiers. So there's some, yeah, the Hugos, the Roos, the Marais, the more de Villiers. Yeah, and then look at this beautiful furniture here.
Yo, that is a beautiful piece of work there.
Absolutely
What's
incredible.
the history on that particular what we're looking at there, that furniture?
I'm trying to see
Have
if
a
I
look.
can find it. Maybe it's just for show. I don't think the furniture as such doesn't show much.
Oh,
It just
right.
shows what inside. There's some glasses, beads, such fancy stuff. Beads and I think it's just showing the traditional way of furniture that was
The
made.
traditional way of that was during that era. It would of course be the particular furniture that's connected to that particular era. Yes.
Gavin, look what I found you. I found something for you.
Okay.
A cap, a hat,
You found me a hat.
a top hat,
Oh, there we go. Lovely.
and
For my next little
and the
dinner
hat.
party.
It was the yeah. Okay, well here we go. It was the church hat of Jan Daniel de Villiers. So you're gonna have to preach the good news, my friend, if you want
Oh,
to
there
wear
we
that
go.
guy hat.
All right. All
And
right. All right.
okay, so here we go, and that's taken us all through the art museum.
All
Through
right.
the art museum. We've been
Yeah,
through the museum.
the museum, yes. All right, so I think that is sort of it in a nutshell on in terms of in this space where we at here, folks, in this particular monument. But so that is not all that they have here. Actually, across the road here, you've got a new perfume museum, which is the first one of its kind, I believe, Charlene, in South Africa. And yeah, so we're gonna also gonna have a look at that. There's a beautiful monument also here on the actual residence here, which is gorgeous. We're going to go and get some photos on that, and we will be posting that on our Facebook group, folks. So please make sure to go and have a look at that. And yeah, that's pretty much our tour. So we're going to be doing some more live streams today. As I said, Let's Talk show is in Franschhoek today. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody. And Charlene, good job there on the walkthrough. And yeah, thanks to all our viewers who are tuning in and going to watch us on replay. And stay tuned for our next live show. Thank you, Charlene.
Yes, thank you. That's great. I think we're going to try and see if we can get into the perfumery building that also belongs to the museum, where they also offer workshops. And I'm really excited to go and see if we can get in there today as well. So our viewers can follow us in the next hour. I think we should be there. And then later on, shall we give them a bit of a taste of where we're going to be having our refreshments at 1 o'clock?
Yes. Well, yeah, we won't give away the name and that, but it involves like something, I think it's what we call liquefied grapes. So we're not going to go more into that, but that sort of gives you a hint, seeing that we are in wine country. It will be rude not to partake in the activities in this part of the world. So yeah, stay tuned. That's coming up at 1 o'clock.
Thanks, Gavin. Yes, we're going to
All
have
right,
some
Charlene.
grown up. Let's talk later.
There we go. All right, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you, Cheryl. Thanks for watching, and take care, everybody. We'll see you soon. Ciao for now.
Okay, thanks. Bye.